What's up, y'all? It's your man ES the Hermit Star back again with another video, and I'm here to do the general read for the sign of Capricorn. So if you have Capricorn in your chart, sun, moon, or rising, anywhere, this is for you. What's happening, my fabulous Capricorns? Hopefully y'all are doing well. Hopefully it's sunny out where you at. It's gray and rainy here. A little bit of rain, but you know, I'll survive. But anyways, if you would like a personal read, you're able to book that with me by sending me an email. You can find my email in the description box below. Just know that there are scammers and no. I said in the last video I did for Virgo last week, I was not going to say that last part again. Alright? Now, I still mean it. Like, don't fall for the scammers, but yeah, force a habit. You know what I'm saying? And nothing is jumping out. Well, I got one jumper for you. Let's see, what else do you want Capricorn to know? Oh, got the old traditional jumpers when they actually jump out and just don't jump into my hand. Let's see if we get at least one more card. Okay. All right. Didn't want to scream it, but all right. So, we start off with the Ace of Wands in reverse. This is hesitancy, like I was hesitant to scream right now. But no, for real, this is you being hesitant about something. And I think it really has to do with, you need to tap more so into both your femininity and masculine energy and stay firm with both, you know. I think there is a Capricorn out there who feels like if you tapping into your more feminine side is going to make you appear weaker. I also feel like you but naturally you're you, and I mean like to a specific Capricorn. I'm not saying your sign in general, right? I'm saying for a specific Capricorn out there. Naturally I'm not saying that you're not the most expressive when it comes to your masculine side, but you would rather be like you do that, and you have this like balance of I am going to express my masculine side, but in a more so softer tone. I don't think there's anything wrong with that. Now the reason why I say that is because you have the Queen of Cups in reverse, and you have a king right next to this queen. I'll pick that up when we get there, right? But we do have king and queen energy, and that's, to me, when they're both upright, that's a healthy balance, you know. But the Queen of Wands in reverse, the Queen of Cups, not the Queen of Wands, but might as well show you that's the King of Wands, nonetheless. Maybe the Queen of Wands is, you know, elsewhere. I'll see if I want to, you know, pick up another card. In fact, let's see what's at the bottom of the deck. Okay, another Wands card, but you have the Eight of Wands. I'm not going to take it out. I just want to see what was at the bottom. But, yeah, another Wands card. We're going to do this reading as is right now, and then if I want to take out that Eight of Wands, I'll go take it out. But back to the Queen of Wands in reverse. This is someone who can be very much people pleaser, very much someone who, and just like with the Ace of Wands in reverse, like a heavy Wands energy despite this one card. You know, again, we just looked at that Eight of Wands in reverse, that was at the bottom of the deck. That's the, you know, pretty much the what you don't know, or now you know, but what you don't see coming. That King of Wands is upright, but it's present here as well. We'll get into that after this, the Queen of Cups. But ultimately, like, I feel like with this and with that Ace of Wands in reverse, you are in a way, this is a personality trip. Like, honestly, like, it's more so like you struggling. And even if you're old enough, like, we still, like, identity crises happen at any age. Like, so don't listen to this. If it does apply, be honest with yourself. But don't listen to this and be like, I'm too old to have identity issues. I had that when I was 15. I am such and such now. I'm too old to have that. They happen at all ages, at all stages in life. Not for everybody, of course. There's some folks who can get it together at an early age, or folks who are very much well aware of who they are and all this other stuff. And that's great and fine and dandy. But, that's not everybody. And it's nothing necessarily wrong with the folks who still might be struggling to figure themselves out, even at the age of 45 or so, right? It's just a part of having a human experience. You're here to figure shit out. Some people figure it out earlier than others. Some people, unfortunately, never get to figure it out. I don't know what happens to those folks. Maybe they get another chance. Depending on what your spiritual beliefs say, that's what you're gonna believe, if you believe whatever, right? But I feel as though that's what's happening here with these cards. It's just an identity crisis going on with a Capricorn. And I don't know what other advice I can give other than, it's going to sound cliche as hell, but just keep trying. I mean, you have that Ace of Wands in reverse, but if you were to reverse it to its right just energy, this is someone who could be very much creative. So it could be a situation to where you just need to be very creative with different types of self-expression in order for you to find what fits you. You're going to have naysayers call you fake and say you just putting on a front. They're going to accuse you of being a Gemini, because Geminis are really good at, for lack of a better word, in shape-shifting, right? But it's a genuine phase. Geminis go through, and we are in Gemini season, so shout out to all the Geminis out there. Happy birthday to all the princesses and all that stuff. But, it's a very genuine, like, I guess, shapeshift. It's not like to be fake or to fool folks, at least when they're in their righteous energy. It's more so like at this time, at this part of their life, they're expressing themselves this way. It could be different, some other phase. It could be, whatever, right? But it's genuine. It's maybe a situation where you just need to learn from your Gemini brothers and sisters, cousins and aunts and uncles or whoever, right, in your life. But you just need to learn from Geminis on how to be able to experiment with with just your personality in general until you find something that speaks to you. You find something that you feel speaks truly to you, and then stick with that for as long as you want to. You know what I'm saying? Even with that, like, it could be a situation, a lifestyle. Let's just use veganism as an example. It's where it's like something where, like, you're like, okay, I can do this, and you do it for some time, and now you're like, I don't think I want to do this anymore. It's okay. You can change that. And again, all the haters and naysayers is going to call you fake or whatever the case is, or even the people you might befriend, right? You're going to be met with folks who are fanatics of whatever lifestyle, whatever group you find yourself in, right? You're going to meet fanatics who make it seem as though anybody who doesn't live exactly to a T how they live is not living right. Fuck them. Oh, man, get out of here. Tell them to kiss your ass. Anyways, kiss your fabulous ass. Anyways, last card is the King of Wands. This is someone who is very much bold. Someone who faces challenges like maybe an identity crisis, right? But faces it on with bravery, boldness, and they have a vision for themselves. And you have this, and you move in this energy. This is very much creative, bold energy here. You know what I'm saying? that wand and then this wand here, like this is the wand of, like, again, just being bold, being brave. This is the wand, the Ace of Wands, of creativity. Very much inspirational as well, you know. But again, you will have to reverse that Ace of Wands because it showed up, or you reverse it to this because it showed up like this, you know, in your read. But the energy is still here. The energy is still present. I feel with that Queen of Cups too, you just have to be very much comfortable and like not knowing who you are right now, no matter how old you are, you know. Now I do these reads for adults. When I do personal reads, I want adults to reach out, you know what I'm saying? But even if you are you happen to be younger, because, you know, I'm not going to age restrict my videos, you know what I'm saying? Like, it is what it is. Like, if you happen to be a 15-year-old trying to find yourself and you're watching this right now, you know what I'm saying? First of all, do your homework. If you didn't do it, all right, you know what I'm saying? Clean, do your chores, all that good stuff, right? Now, aside from me parenting you, it's okay. 15, 25, 35, 45. It's okay for you to, again, not necessarily have I guess, an identity, you know, you think of yourself as. You experiment, you know, as long as it's healthy, as long as it's, you know, and me being, I'm not a real parent, but, you know what I'm saying, me parenting, again, I'm gonna do it anyways. But as long as you know, you're safe, you ain't hurting nobody, you ain't hurting yourself, to me, it's like, go at it. You know what I'm saying? Hopefully you get what I'm saying here, all right? But that's what I have for you today as far as the tarot goes. I cannot speak when it comes to the, wow, yo. I cannot speak when it comes to the Oracle card. We're about to get into the Oracle card. I can't say we anymore for whatever reason. And I said wow because I just did the read for the sign of Taurus, and you got the same card, same positions and everything. And even before I was choosing their Oracle card, I was stumbling. Anyways, I'll get to it when I get to it. But if you would like a personal read, shoot me an email. If you are getting anything of value from this video right now, please hit that like, comment, share, and subscribe, all that good stuff, okay? Now, the card that you got, it's the card that Taurus got. You might have Taurus in your chart, you might not. Spiritual retreat. It seems like everybody just needs to go on a spiritual retreat right now, and I know I need one. I didn't read for Virgo today, but I know I need one, so I might see you there. But seek solitude to reconnect with your inner wisdom and emerge rejuvenated. Pretty much, you know, have also what I wanted to say with the Queen of Cups, right? Because it showed up in reverse again. When the Queen of Cups is in her righteous energy, that's someone who can be very much compassionate, not just to others, but to herself as well. So have compassion for yourself. And while you're in this solitude, right, this state of solitude, and, you know, did a lash fall in my, anyways, I just hate the feeling of like hair on my tongue. But I'm sorry, I'm not gonna cut that out. All right, when you go on this retreat, all right, and I don't know the spiritual meaning of eyelashes falling. I want to spit so bad, but we're on camera. Anyways, when you go on this retreat, all right, and it could literally be one, or just you going within and figuring yourself out. Have compassion for yourself, all right? I'm gonna end it right here. I really gotta go to the bathroom and spit this lash out. Ugh. Anyways, whatever it is. Oh man, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And until next time, hopefully no lashes falling out, alright? Y'all take care.